We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 start.
Let's get this.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play there for the Giants. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Check. Walk 54. I'm going back to you. Back to you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
They're going to look to throw, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Dipping into the bag of tricks early opening drive. How about that?
Wouldn't you love to get a look at the head coach's play sheet right now, right, his call sheet? Because somewhere in there, probably in big, bold letters, are the old high school cheer. Be aggressive. No doubt about it, and that's exactly what he was on the opening drive of the game.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They'll drop the throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. from 6 yards away. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they've made it pay off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner. But to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First down, Murray. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First down, Giants.
Let's go. 30 base.
54. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street.
They'll run on first down. Slade. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
No. 36.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking right sideline. That's complete. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Christian, Travis. Go out. Yo, Cheetah.
on second down, Slade, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Watch the whip. Watch twist.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you sort of notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
Get ready.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. These two teams all tied after one.
Check, 59.
Murray now on first down. The throw taken in by Cole. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
45 the mic. Cut.
Murray now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
12 yards on the play. But it's third down.
The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On play action, they'll throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. Slade. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice throws.
Going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Get your swerve on.
Back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in front. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Twisting away. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Bang, 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 6-6, pull it high.
Now back to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
I got you, boy. Mike, check, 59. Here we go, D, get off the field. Check 9.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw, it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Isaac Nada, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Second and long. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a...
It got his man complete. And all the way up to the 49. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 42 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. safely. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Protein spill. Snap.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Ready?
Hey, come on, now, come on, now.
Hey, lock it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Completion for 4. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 39-yard line.
Set, ready? General West, 60 Pittsburgh. Hit it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Shift, watch the shift. Check, crunch.
They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
45, Mike, 45. Set the tone. Set the tone, defense, let's go. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run with Pollard. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Room here to run. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Now Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up a throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards and a giant first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 23 yards, the final tally.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Mike's by 4. Who that?
Hey, Foxtrot.
2nd and 15. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw here. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
It's a party now.
Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's now fourth down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
60 Pittsburgh.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Kill, kill, kill.
61 Matchbox Lights. Please grip.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Go on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brooks. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Let's go. 70 Indy. 5.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver complete. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
From the shotgun, here's White. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So